Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Jaza Queen.
Nice to meet you. My
What's
name
your
is
name?
Jonathan.
Thank you for coming to my podcast.
It's a pleasure to be here.
How's your day?
My day is going very well, thank you.
Yes. Okay, let's go to the topic. First, I have a question. How is the education system in the UK?
There are a wide variety of ways to educate yourself in the UK. The main way is through our state schooling system, which is provided by the government. It consists of a primary school, which you attend for 5 years, and then your secondary school, which you attend for also 5 years. You then have the ability to continue on to college or sixth form, and then university from there onwards. Primary school is for ages 5-year-olds to 10 or 11-year-olds. Secondary school is from 11-year-olds to 15 or 16-year-olds. And then college or sixth form is 16 to 18-year-olds. And then university is 18 and older.
And how about the university there?
Universities are accessed after your main schooling. So when you finish your college studies or your school studies, you can go on to university and you pay university fees in order to study for your degree. And you can select what your degree subject and universities can offer different courses with different subjects and different content in those courses that you take.
Do high schools in England also require students to choose only one major, such as science or social studies?
No, not necessarily. The way schools work in the UK is that you go to secondary school and you continue learning core subjects: English, maths, science, religious studies, and physical education. You study for the first 3 years, you study those core subjects. And then, if you wish to, for the last 2 years, you can choose 4 subjects which you will study your GCSE exams for. And you can choose them from a range of subjects, usually from science all the way through to geography, to history, to English literature, and so on.
And how about to pass the test examination?
So the examinations are called GCSEs at high school. You can take there are exams you can take in your first year, sorry, and your third year of secondary school, and they are SATs, they're called SATs, and then you can choose your 4 subjects in the fourth year, and then you can study what is called GCSEs, General Certificate of Secondary Education. You pick 4 subjects and you study 4 subjects, and you can sit those 4 subjects alongside those core subjects which I mentioned before: English, maths, science.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay.
I've been nervous.
Okay.
How about knowledge or skill? Which is more important?
Do
I'm
how
sorry,
do
I'm sorry.
okay.
How about knowledge or score? Which one is more important?
Do you mean at school or do you mean in the workplace?
In school,
At school.
yes.
In the English examination system, I think it's more important to have the not to have the skills to be able to pass the exams. The the knowledge they give you at school level is a basic understanding of the subjects, not an in-depth understanding of the subjects. That means that they teach you a specific syllabus and you need to learn that syllabus and then be able to provide that syllabus onto the exam. So I believe that skill is important in passing exams at school in the UK, more so than knowledge.
So when the score is bad, can we have a good school for the next step? Like,
How do you mean? Sorry, could you ask that question again?
so when like, let's say I have a bad score,
Okay.
can I go to the next school?
Yes.
Next,
Yes. That may be only in very extreme cases would you not be able to continue on to the next year.
I beg your pardon.
Only in extreme cases, exceptional circumstances, do you not continue. You, or generally speaking, everyone will continue regardless of whether they pass or fail in a state school.
For example, in Indonesia, if students have bad score or fail the test, oh, we cannot go to the
Next year.
best school in the
Yes.
city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it depends on the type of school that you go to and also the type of university that you go to. Universities do have entry grade requirements. Some schools also do, but if you go to the state school system, if I fail my exams in my primary school, I still continue on to secondary school regardless of my grade. It's very rare that I would be held back a year.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any public schools and private schools like in Indonesia?
It's quite confusing. So public schools in the UK are private schools, and private schools in the UK are private schools. State schools are what you would call public schools in the UK. State schools are government-run education schools for everyone. Public schools are a type of private school in the UK which are partially paid for by tax money for education. So public schools are private schools in the UK, and private schools are privately funded in the same way they would be in Indonesia. Okay, so yes, there are private schools. There are special schools for different faith groups, so faith schools. There are schools for Muslims, schools for Jewish people, and schools for Buddhist and Hindu people as well. So there are many different types of school, and yes, there are private schools and what you would call public schools, I would call state schools.
And how is the quality between public schools and private schools?
Generally speaking, although our state school system is very good overall, and that they receive, if they perform well, they receive more funding. Our private school system usually provides the better quality education, or at least students do come out of private schools with better grades. However, that may be due to the fact that they are from richer families.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So I have been reading the biography of Elon Musk that study in Pennsylvania University, and Mark, the founder of Facebook, and Bill Gates, they were studying in Harvard University.
Yeah.
The university, in other words, need good knowledge and good score for studying in the best university in the world. Do you agree that the successful person, do you agree that the successful person always have good knowledge, good score, that can study in the best university?
Sorry, could you repeat that last part again, please?
So you were saying that the score is not really necessary.
Yes.
But the fact Mark, the founder of Facebook, and other successful persons were studying in the best university like Harvard.
Yeah.
So that means very contrast from your opinion.
I understand.
In my opinion, score and knowledge are really important.
Okay.
Because in Indonesian it's good score. Even the knowledge is not really good.
Yeah, okay. I agree. It's a lot easier to get ahead in life in the UK if your score is good. However, the traditional schooling system in the UK does not cater to vocational skills or work skills. It's to do with basic knowledge and the right learning in order to give you the ability to think. For example, we don't have plumbing, electronics, construction. These are all very well paid positions in the UK. You can earn a very large salary in these fields. especially if you reach the top of these fields, as well as engineering as well. However, none of those are taught as school subjects in the UK, and also a lot of those jobs you learn in the UK as part of your experience. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, now called Meta, he is a very intellectual gentleman. He knows what he knows. He has a particular set of skills. I believe that he did not finish his university degree at Harvard. He dropped out in order to start Facebook.
Yes, yes.
So
The university dropped out.
And he also got a perfect score on his national examinations, his SAT scores. So it shows that even though he had the ability to be incredibly good at getting a degree, he already had the skills he needed in order to be successful, and he also had a bit of luck as well along the way. So yes, in short, my answer is yes, both are very important and are very helpful for you to get to go on to a good university and get a good job. I agree. However, in the UK system, it is not the only way you can become successful.
After graduated from university, is it easy for people to get good work, good like so like after graduated, is it easy for people to apply in job?
To find work, yes. Easy for people to find work after you receive a degree. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very complicated question because it depends on what type of job you're talking about, and also as well how good your degree was, your degree score. So you can get, if you have a first class or a 2-1, so a second class first division degree, your chances of getting a job in a good field is very high. If you receive a second class second division degree, you tend not to do as well in relation to that. Anything lower than that, you generally speaking, you will struggle just the same as anybody else in order to get a job. Which is why I was saying before that if you decided not to go to university at age 18, but instead went to a different college and learned work skills, you might be able to get a job much more easily. There are also apprenticeship programs in companies in the UK, and you can learn how to do a job through them. It would entirely depend on what kind of job that you would be looking for. If I was looking to work in a bank and I had a very bad degree score, they would not usually accept that. They would look for either someone with experience or someone with a good degree score that they are able to develop. So it depends on your degree score.
See. Okay, thank you for your information and for your coming in my
pleasure.
podcast.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time.